Welcome back. Some fun episodes for you today, here on Night Raven.
Action!
The 16th out of 24 episodes. Not many left at all. Who will come out on top? No one knows. Let's check in on the top 10. Only 2 official alliances are still around. The remaining Prometheus members and the Pop Music Club are in it for the long haul, it seems. Individually, Ruggy and Ortho are still thick as thieves. Ruggy and Jade are still very close, despite their hiccups. Vil is also incredibly fond of Ruggy and Ortho, and Vil and Rook are almost always seen together. It appears that Jack is also a member of the Protect Ortho team. Callum and Kater are still sticking together, and then you have whatever is going on with Silver and Callum. And that brings us to today's challenge. Hide, seek, and run. The contestants have 10 minutes to hide anywhere on the island. When the 10 minutes are over, Chef Hatchet will start searching. If someone is caught, they can try to escape to home base, but if Chef Hatchet hits them with his water gun, they are eliminated and must help search. Players can win invincibility by being the last camper still hiding, getting to home base after Chef Hatchet finds them, or tagging any of the remaining players after being eliminated. And so, the challenge begins. Jade is the first to be found by Chef Hatchet, followed shortly by Rook. Ortho is the next to be found, followed by Deuce, Kater, and Jack. Deuce is the first to be eliminated, then Jack. Ortho is also eliminated, and so is Jade. In the chaos, Ruggy is found by Chef Hatchet, as are Vil and Silver. Rook is the next to be eliminated, and Vil goes down with him. Silver managed to escape Chef Hatchet, becoming safe from elimination. Kater tried to follow Silver's lead, but ended up being eliminated. Ruggy is the last one unable to evade Chef Hatchet, leaving Callum as the last player hiding. Meaning, the winners of today's challenge and invincibility are Callum and Silver. After the challenge, Deuce and Ortho get to know each other quite well. Kater and Ruggy also get to know each other better. And then, possibly the most horrifying alliance I have seen has officially formed. And now it's time for my favorite part. The award ceremony. The first award goes to Callum. The second award goes to Silver. The third award goes to Vil. The fourth award goes to Jack. The fifth award goes to Jade. The sixth award goes to Deuce. The seventh award goes to Ruggy. The eighth award goes to Ortho. The ninth award goes to Rook. Kater has been eliminated.
Aw man, this totally sucks. Hey, cheer up, I probably won't be on much longer. Hold up, have we always sounded the same? Yeah, we have, and it's too late for Ash to change our voices now. Whoa. Deuce, you too? Yup, Epel has it too. Dang, hashtag freaky.
Guys, please. The fourth wall is already in shambles.
Whoops, sorry. I'm gonna go now before it gets weird.
Well, hello there. It's me. How are ya? There's about to be so many things happening on this channel, and I'm so excited for it, and I can't tell you guys any of it until it gets just a little bit closer, because, if you remember last year, yeah. I have some pretty big things planned for this year's 12 Days of Ashmas, and if you don't want to miss that, then make sure you're subscribed, because 91% of you are not subscribed. And honestly, that's just... What's your excuse? You can unsubscribe if you don't like my videos. I did not have a script going into this, and it is so obvious. But basically, big things for Ashmas this year. More Night Raven next week. There's only 2 episodes, like two uploads after this, and then it's done. It's done. No more Night Raven. Done. No more. Ever. So, if you don't want to miss it, subscribe. Yeah. Okay, bye.
And here we are. 9 campers remain. 7 episodes left. Let's jump right back into Night Raven.
Action!
Formidable competition all around. I wonder how everyone's dealing with it. Let's check in on everyone. Prometheus and the Scary Alliance hold on strong. Excellent or horrific depending on who you root for. Ruggy and Jade grow closer by the second. Jade and Jack are also incredibly fond of one another, and Jack is still in Ortho's corner. Good job, Jack. However, it's still Ortho and Ruggy against the world at the end of the day, but this doesn't stop Vil from being close to both Ortho and Ruggy. Vil and Rook are in it for the long haul, and they work best together. Ruggy is also quite fond of Rook. The extreme opposite can be seen in Silver and Callum, and only one of them has the support of the apparent power trio. And then we come to today's challenge. Pretty cruel bike race. Campers must build their own bicycles, then trick them out using arts and crafts supplies. Campers are informed that they will be racing the bikes. In a surprise turn of events, it is revealed that campers will draw names out of a hat which will determine whose bike they will race on. In part 1 of the race, anyone whose bike crosses the finish line will proceed to the next round. In part 2 of the race, campers will ride their own bike, if it survived part 1. This part of the race includes land mines, an oil slick, and a hazardous pool of piranhas. In another cruel twist, campers are told that while the first racing camper who crosses the finish line wins invincibility, the last racing camper will be automatically eliminated. If a racing camper's bike is destroyed during this part of the race, they are technically not included, and therefore cannot be eliminated. The names are drawn. Jade will be riding Deuce's bike, Deuce will be riding Ruggy's, Rook will be riding Callum's, Silver will be riding Jade's, Vil will be riding Ortho's, Ruggy will be riding Rook's. Jack will be riding Silver's, Callum will be riding Vil's, and Ortho will be riding Jack's. And thus, the challenge begins. The first to cross the finish line is Deuce, followed very closely by Silver. Callum claims 3rd place in the first race, and Rook comes in 4th. Jack comes in at 5th place. Ortho, Jade, Ruggy, and Vil are unable to finish the race. Since 5 bikes cross the finish line, the 5 competing in the second part of the race are Ruggy, Jade, Vil, Callum, and Silver. Jack, Deuce, Rook, and Ortho are safe from elimination. The second race begins. Finishing in 1st place is Vil. Claiming 2nd is Ruggy. 3rd place goes to Silver. 4th and final place belongs to Callum. Wait, what? Jade is unable to finish the race, making him safe from elimination. This twist means Callum has been eliminated.
This isn't fair. You know they cheated. Ortho is smart, how could his bike just fall apart like that? And Jade's was completely fine until Silver gave it to him.
Kaleem, I understand this isn't the ideal way to be eliminated, but I assure you no foul play occurred on our end. Perhaps you should be talking to Rook, he was the one who had your bike first, wasn't he? It will have to wait though, your ride is here after all.
It's not fair!
Excellent work on your end, Silver. You've proven useful.
I've brought shame upon myself, my dorm, and my family. Please forgive me. Your reign of tyranny will end soon, Jade. I swear it.
Hello, my name is Azul Ashengrotto, the winner of Night Raven Island. I'm here to remind you to check that you are subscribed to Ashdown Baby. Do you know what might happen when Ash hits 1000? I do, and if you want to know as well, then I recommend subscribing. Completely free, no contract required.
And here we are. Let's get this show on the road with episode 18 of Night Raven.
Action!
Only 8 people remain. A very blonde and blue-haired assortment we have. Let's take a closer look. Promethea, the Scary Alliance, and the Alliance I forgot to mention last episode are all doing fine. Individually, all is well with Ruggy and Jade. Vil and Ruggy also grow closer and closer. Ruggy is also quite fond of Rook. Despite Ortho's apparent dislike of Rook, the person Ruggy cherishes the most in this group. Though, I suppose it isn't that strange since Vil and Rook are joined at the hip, and Vil also adores Ortho. Ortho and Jack are another pair that are looking out for one another, and Jack is also quite fond of Jade. And that brings us straight to today's challenge. Hook, line, and screamer. After watching a horror movie, contestants are led to believe they have been abandoned on the set due to an escaped psycho killer with a chainsaw and a hook being on the loose. The last person still alive wins invincibility, while the one who does the worst job at surviving will be eliminated at the awards ceremony. Last season, we brought Floyd in for this part. Who is it this time? Well, we'll let the audio answer that question.
くふふ。もはやお主に逃げ場はない。
And thus, the challenge begins. The first to fall is Deuce, an unfortunate first casualty. The second, surprisingly, is Jade. The hunter becomes the hunted with our third contestant. Vil goes down with Rook, and the chivalrous knight is the fifth to fall. In a brave display, Ortho goes down in 6th place defending his friends. Unfortunately, only one can survive, and that one will not be Jack. Meaning, the winner of today's challenge is Ruggy. After the challenge, Jade and Silver get to know each other a bit better. Ortho and Ruggy have a heartwarming moment together. Vil cracks under the pressure, having quite a large meltdown. And finally, the Forgotten Alliance has officially disbanded. And that takes us straight to the award ceremony. According to a board of experts that we found on Twistbook, the contestant that did the worst job of surviving is Jade. Jade has been eliminated.
Well, I suppose this is deserved. And not a soul came to see me off. Except you, the viewer. Goodbye, Night Raven action.
Thanks for teaching me how the game works, boss.